Cool. Let me see here. Huh. It's still there from last time. Oh, that's cool. Huh. That's pretty cool. It's already there programmed. That's pretty cool. I didn't even know that. Okay. That's pretty cool. Okay. Okay. Site there. Oh, come on, thing. All right. Hey, Sarah. Let me see. Blah, blah, blah. All right, confirm. You're updated next working day. Approved. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. That was easy. Nice. Hey, love and life, how you doing? How's things? I'm here at your service. Oh, it's good. I just came from my mom's. I went to her house twice today. And what was I gonna say? I just went there because she says her TV wasn't working. So it must have did some stupid update. So I went down. She doesn't know how to deal with it. So I went down there. Plus I had some grocery stuff to give her. And she wanted me to pay her electric light bill. So I just paid the bill online for her. So it's all done. All paid. Ready to go. Man. Hook mom's up. She's good to go. So yeah. All's done. I'm glad somebody's happy to see me. Shit. Usually when people see me, they're like, what the fuck? No, I'm just teasing. Now I saw one of my good friends today. I haven't seen him in years. He's back on the island here and I saw him. One of my DJ friends. He's more than a DJ friend, he's like family, so I told him, I said, we guys gotta catch up, man. I ain't seen you forever. It was pretty fun. It's pretty funny to see him. We were all happy to see each other. When is your aren't you a Scorpio? Isn't your birthday coming up? Or it's already gone? I know it's at the end of Scorpio now. It's only one more week of Scorpio. I could have sworn you were a Scorpio, or you are, or your birthday is coming up. I know a few people this month. Oh, October 29th. Okay, cool. I knew you were a Scorpio, but I couldn't remember when it was. Time flies. That was 2 weeks ago. I remember you saying you was a Scorpio, but I couldn't remember when. So I have a lot of Scorpio people that come in here. Well, my best friend, one of my best friends is a Scorpio, and one of my favorite nephews is a Scorpio. Only when he's asleep, but yeah. But I get along with Scorpio people. I have a lot of Scorpio friends on here. Marley's birthday was yesterday. Today is a birthday of an asshole that I don't like. He's never really done nothing wrong to me, but I just don't like him. Sister's my sister's ex-father-in-law. He's an asshole, but whatever. He ain't done nothing wrong to me, but yeah, his birthday is today. And then my friend Rudy, her birthday is on Monday. My best friend's birthday was on the 8th. One of my other friends I went to school with is on the 6th. My nephew was on the 4th, and my sister is on the 23rd. So I know a lot of people in November that our birthday is. And my on the 9th was 49 years my grandfather's passed away. And we finally found out where his grave is and where he's buried after all these years. All because of me. I'm like, you guys are fucked up. You don't even know where grandpa is. I know none of us, really knew him, but like, can we at least know where he is so I can like visit the grave site and see if, everything's okay, like? Fuck's sake. People have no heart. And I need all the spiritual army power I can get. Shit. Grandpa, don't worry. I know you hear me. You must say fuck after all these years. People actually give a fuck about me. Don't worry, Grandpa. I never knew you personally, but I'll visit your grave, bro. I'll make sure there's a plaque there of your name on it. I'll make sure that you're gonna be taken care of from now on. Marky's on the case. Don't worry, Grandpa. I got you. And I just found out where my granny was on the weekend after all these years. Fucking annoying, man. I didn't really like my granny too much in the very end because she was a real pain in the ass and she was very negative, and I didn't like her that much because she was negative. But she never really done nothing bad to me. She just aggravated everybody, and she was a Debbie Downer. Like, she had a fucked up attitude all the time. But like, I don't care much for her. I didn't go to her funeral. I ended up taking care of all the kids because nobody could take care of the kids. So I did. I sacrificed my time to go to the funeral, which I didn't want to go anyway, but because I don't really like doing funerals and shit like that. Well, that's good, see? Well, that's the thing. Don't ever think that you're cursed by somebody. Because if you think that, then you're going to believe that. People have power to do bad shit to you, but only if you allow them in your energy. So if somebody comes up to me and say, I'm gonna get you and this and that, and I'm gonna crush you and blah blah blah, you be like, just go like this, go. Yeah, whatever, bro. God's by my side, you can't touch me. And then that'll demoralize them. You know, they'll feel like, oh shit, oh well. They don't believe in curses and shit. The only way you can be is if you allow it into your mind and into your soul and into whatever, like, you know. It's all bullshit, like, you know. Don't ever believe people can have the power over you like that. Yeah, there you go. See. It's a good thing you fixed it. That's what I'm here for. Hey Gala, how you doing? It's mostly a confidence trick for sure. Yeah. See, I'm glad you agree with me. Because that's what I tell people. Because I have a story I tell all the time about someone who said they're gonna curse me and my dog. I was in a chat room, a psychic chat room one time, talking to a woman who I call my sister, but she's not my sister, but I call her my sister. And she was one of the main clients of this woman, and she was like treating her rough one time, and I was like, "Yo, like, stop fucking talking to my sis like this, like, you know." And she's like, "Don't tell me what to do. I have power. I'm a witch." And I'm like, "Oh, really?" I said, "Well, I'm a wizard, so you don't want to fuck with me." And she goes, "Yeah, I'm gonna curse you and your stupid dog." And I'm like, "Well, I'll be here waiting for you while you curse me." And I said, "Remember, when you do your little abracadabra, it's gonna backfire on you the same day. So be prepared to lose something, break something, or to be very fucking pissed off." And literally, I'll tell you right now, literally a week later, we didn't see her anymore. And then she told my sis, my my friend, she said, "I fell down the steps of my apartment and broke my ribs." And we never saw her ever since. And my sis said to me, "Fuck Mark, you were right. I would have been scared if she cursed me because you never knew." I'm like, "No, I'm not scared. That's just gonna backfire in her face. Who the fuck this woman thinks she is, talking to me through the internet, acting like she's somebody important? Woman, you don't even know who you're talking to. And to talk like that, you know you're a person that don't believe in God. So you're already lost. You lost the battle with me already because you don't believe in God. So fuck you." And you got karma. You fell down the steps and broke your fucking ribs. That was karma for me and my dog because you said you was gonna do shit to us. And my dog's still living in San Juan. Dumbass who? You think you're talking to? So you people gotta watch their mouth because you don't know who you're talking to. You know? You don't really know who you're talking to online. You don't really know who you're fucking with either. You should never disrespect people like that. No, she found it the hard way. And my friend was like, "Holy shit. That's what she gets. She should have never ran her mouth." I said, "Yeah." And all I was trying to do is tell her, like, respect you and shit. So, whatever. Hey, Lisa, how you doing? Yeah, exactly, gal. And that's what I do. I don't really go around talking about myself or anything like that. I just let people find out the hard way. That's my mentality. I'm not gonna sit here and put myself on a pedestal and tell everybody I've been doing this for 20 years and you can't tell me nothing and I'm powerful and I do this and I do that. I'm not gonna sit here and tell people that shit. Nobody wants to listen to my fucking gloating and talking about I'm the goat or I'm this, I'm that. Man, that's bullshit, man. Because you're nothing without God and spirit behind you. Who you think you are? You think you're gonna be able to do what I'm doing and not praise God and spirit and have a spiritual army behind you? It don't work that way. I don't know what world you live in, but it don't work that way. And that's why I don't like people like that say that shit, you know? That like tell everybody, "Oh, I'm this and I'm that, and I can do this," and I'm not. No way, hell no. I'm nothing. I am nothing without spirit and God by my side. I'm no one. and I will be no one without them. I guarantee. No way in hell. Hell no. Never put myself in that state of, you know, I'm a fucking hero or something. Hell no. Not in this lifetime. Lisa, thanks for your donation. You said, can you ask if my friend is going to get the 911 job she applied for? I sent another payment still pending. Same way, All right, cool. I haven't got nothing yet, but I'll let you know. I would say, yeah, your friend's gonna get the job. I got Ace of Wands, which means new beginning, new job. She might be going through a difficult time right now, and she really needs this job. And I feel that she's gonna get it, and she'll be able to provide for her family, or it'll show her after a while. She'll show her true reputation and be very happy there. At first, she probably won't. Is going to be kind of nervous or feel kind of weird at the job. But as time goes on, I got the 10 of Cups here at the final thing. So I would say, yeah, she'll get the job, and she'll be kind of like nervous at first, and then once she gets used to it, she'll be very happy there. I got all upright cards, all good things. So I would say, yes, your friend will get the job. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad. I hope she does. And I see from what I see in the cards, it says yes, she will get the job. So that's good. She just might feel a little, at first she might be nervous, Obviously, people, if she's a nervous type of person, I would say she's probably going to be nervous at first. And then after a while, she'll be okay. So just tell her, hang in there. You're welcome, niece. Let me catch up here. You said I was meeting people that lash out in anger, claiming they are witches, like real ones that don't do that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, the thing is, you can be whatever you think you are, right? You can be a witch, you can be a wizard, you can be a psychic, you can be a medium, you can be all these things you claim you are, but you have to prove it. You have to show people that, hey, I have the power to make shit happen. I have spiritual energy, power, whatever you want to call it, to show you who I am. But you're not gonna do it without them. Even if you're like a witch that has like powers to do shit to people, you think you can do that shit on your own by just cooking up some fucking pot like you see, in the movies and shit. Have a big pot and you're like, I'm stirring up a spell. No, it don't work that way. You gotta have bad energy around you to do those type of things. But the bad energy is not gonna override the good energy. It will if you're in a bad state of mind. Because sometimes spirit will open that floodgate of bad energy to you to teach you a lesson because you don't care about yourself or the people you're hurting. So that's when they open up the floodgates for you and say, "Here you go. We'll teach you a lesson. We'll let you get caught up with these people, and then we'll come back and save you if you want it." That's what I think. What happens, at least. I could be wrong, but that's what I think. Well, love and life. Sometimes when a person is older than you, it doesn't mean you have to respect them. You know what I'm saying? A older person doesn't automatically get respect from anyone unless they show some type of respect. Because there's elderly people that think that, oh, you owe me respect because of my age. I don't give a fuck how old you are. You could be 10 years older than me, 20 years older than me. You could be 100 years old right now. I'll still tell you to go fuck yourself. I don't give a shit about you. You better earn my respect. The fuck you think this is? We're human beings with different ages. That don't mean nothing. Age don't mean shit. It's respect that means everything. So if you're older than me, right, then you should respect you. I should respect you, right? And you should respect me same way. But respect me who I am. But I'll respect you as an elder to not disrespect you or anything like that. But if you're coming across to me acting all crazy, I'm gonna put you in your old ass place. Hell yeah. I don't care how old you are. You keep thinking that. Let some old fool come walk up on me talking shit. I'll knock your old ass out. I'll teach you some respect in your old age. Hell yeah. There's a lot of old people that are disrespectful and think that they're old shit. No, no. I don't care how old you are. I respect you, of course. I respect anybody, younger than me, older than me, whatever race or color you are. I respect everybody. Until you disrespect me, then we have a problem. It's that simple. I go based on people's character and how they treat me. I don't give a fuck how old you are or where you're from. You respect me, I'll respect you. If I start to respect you and you respect me, I'll even respect you even more because you accepted my respect. That's it. Same thing on here. I don't know everybody's age on here and where you're from and what you're about or what color you are or where you're from or what nationality. I don't give a shit. As long as you come in here and respect me, I have the same respect for you. It's that simple. It ain't no worries. I'm cool with that. You know. Hey, Lucky. Yeah. Well, sometimes you gotta call her out and put her in her place. Why not? I do it all the time. You know. Man, that's bullshit. If she said she didn't know what she was doing, that's bullshit. You fucking know. You know, you just kept trying to get away with it. That's the thing. If they can get away with it, they'll do it because they look at you as somebody, right? They do it. They look at you as somebody. Oh yeah, you're a pussy now. You're not gonna say nothing to me. You're a chump. You know, you're this. You ain't gonna say nothing to me because I know you ain't said nothing all this time. But when you get to that boiling point and you say something, see that's the difference between me and most people. When I see when I see you disrespect me right off the bat, I'm disrespecting you right back. Or if I see you trying to take advantage of me, I'm cutting that shit right off right then and there, that second and that minute. You think I'm gonna allow you to do dumb shit to me? Oh hell fucking no. You come in here and act up, I'm gonna call your ass out and make a mockery out of you. If you do it in real life, I feel sorry for you. When you feel this energy in real life, you'll know about it. You'll think twice about talking to me again. And that's why a lot of people say that, oh, yeah, I don't even know how to talk to you because you're intimidated. I said, good, I'm glad you are. And they're like, oh, that's fucked up. I said, no, it's not. It's called protecting myself and my protecting my character and protecting who I am. I'm glad you're fucking scared. Good. Hope I scare you every damn day. It'll show you not to fuck around. Leave me alone. I'm humble. I'm cool. I ain't done nothing wrong to nobody. Leave me alone. Let me stand in my own energy and you go away. You know? Everybody has to do that, man. You have to protect yourself. Don't let nobody like treat you some type of way. You fuck them off right off the bat. You be like, hey, don't treat me like that. You better fucking respect me. You know? That's what you gotta do. Hey, Sonny. They were just talking randomly about, people fucking around. Exactly. If she's 75 years old, she knows what she's doing. They fucking know. You got a question? Okay, what's the question? Who's fucking with me? Nobody. Nobody won't be that stupid. People know. When you fuck around with a humble person like myself, I don't go looking for trouble. But if you look for trouble with me, I feel sorry for you. Cause spirit's there, waiting to zap you into pieces. I'm not gonna do nothing. Spirit's already got my back. And if every one of us think like that, then you ain't got nothing to worry about. Because you have a spiritual army that's waiting for somebody to act up. And when someone acts up, they get demoralized. Simple. Because spirit's like, oh, hell no, you won't. You ain't touching my marking. You ain't doing nothing to my marking. No, no. Marky's out here minding his own business. Why you fucking with us? Zap, zap, zap. Take that. That's what people should do. People should always respect each other and don't start no shit that won't be no shit. There's no reason to be rude, mad, obnoxious, annoying, disrespectful. All that shit's unnecessary. But if you come looking for it and somebody gives you the medicine back, don't be surprised because sometimes people are gonna, you're gonna catch somebody at the wrong day, the wrong time. And I'll tell you something else. There's some people every single day they aggravate you in some type of way, right? And you might have told them a year ago or 2 years ago or 2 minutes ago, you might have said something to this person and they don't care. They will still like, do what you told them not to do. And then one day it's gonna hit at the wrong time where you're gonna be mad, and then that person is gonna say something, and you're gonna be like, you know what? I'm really getting tired of you. Like, and I told you already I was getting tired of you, and you still keep doing the same shit. So that's our fault for allowing it to build back up again. When you told them the first time, and then the next time they did it again, you should say, you know what? Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Leave me the. Because it gets like that sometimes. But see, me personally, when I get somebody like that and they're not really disrespecting me, but they're annoying, I'll just ignore them. I'll be like, you know what? I ain't got no time to be listening to you. I ain't got no time to be talking to you. I'm not answering your call. I'm not gonna text you back right away to act like you think I'm gonna fucking be your buddy and pal. And even on here, if you aggravate me and you want to tell me like your whole fucking like life story, or you tell me shit that I don't need to know and I don't really give a fuck and I'm busy, then I'm gonna ignore you. And if I ignore you, then you'll understand that hey, you know, leave me the fuck alone and stop fucking running your mouth and just like calm the fuck down. Or if you really need to speak to me in private, you know where how to get me. I have an email. You know, you can holler at me if you want. You know, don't sit there and aggravate me. I'm not here to be aggravated. I'm here to do what I gotta do, and that's it. If I entertain you, if I'm not busy, we can keep talking or do whatever. I'm around here asking for my attention every damn day. I'm not here for that. Fuck off. That's why I've gotten rid of so many people on here because they don't know how to act. They act like I belong to them and shit. That's how people are. Like they think that you're obligated to speak to them all the time and deal with them all the time and listen to their bullshit every day. Like, man, I'm got a life, man. I ain't worried about you. Do you even ask me how I'm doing? And that's when you know people are really genuine. They don't even ask how you're doing. They don't want to know about your day. They just want to tell you about their shit over and over and over, like you care. Shut your ass up. Get a life. Leave me alone. But some people never learn. They just keep doing it and doing it and doing it till they get fucked off again. Sonny, thanks for the super chat. You said, will I find a love interest, new or old, this month? Why would you want a love interest? Don't you want to love her? It's all right. I'll ask the question properly. It's okay. That's what I'm for. Ooh. Ooh. Ah. Yeah, you must be fine or something. You must be sexy. Either you must be sexy or you got big ass or you got a nice body or you're attractive because I do see some I love in some love interests here. I see an older guy here or a guy that's probably your age, and I do see like a younger guy. Wherever you work, these people might be hollering at you. There might be a guy at work that likes you. So if you work in a place with men, there might be a guy who likes you or a person that comes to your job that likes you. But I get two different men, a younger one and an older one. So the younger one, I think you're turning your back on him, but the older one or the one that's your age range, I would say that he's like a family person. He's very friendly, flirty. He might like you. He thinks you're a good woman, a good person. He thinks you're a good, like, smart woman. But I get like a work situation here. So maybe you're gonna meet this person, a new person at work, or there's people at work right now that would love to get in your pants and be your love interest. So I'm getting a work related situation here. So for instance, wherever you work, there could be co-workers there that want to be with you or like you, but you're not giving them the time of day. But if you did, it'll be okay. And if this isn't actual workers and co-workers, then it could be people that come to your job and they see you and they're like, "Oh yeah, look at that thing. Look, she's looking good." And they might holler at you. So I would say yes. You'll find some love interest, or they're gonna find you. And there's two of them, one young, one old, or one the same age and one younger. So it's either or. The younger ones are more of a slow, persistent type of person, and they're kind of like wondering if you like them or if you would go that way. But the other guy, he's like, yeah, I'm ready. That's what you have to ask them, and that's what the working is for. You got to tell them what you want. If you don't tell them what you want, then that's up to you. Lisa, I ain't got nothing from you. I don't have no other PayPal. To be honest, I don't. I don't have nothing else from you. All I have is one payment from you. That's it. I don't have nothing else. So maybe your PayPal thing is messed up. You sent me one, but not two. I got one here. I checked my junk mail and everything. Nothing's here. Let me check my phone. So yeah, Sonny, I would say there's a great chance of two different people coming towards you. Let me see. Fuck's sake. Yeah, I only got one from you, Lisa. Just one. I went on my PayPal account and it doesn't say Lisa twice. It says Lisa once. That's it. So Sonny, it looks good. It's up to you to lead them down that path if you want to be eaten alive. That's up to you. But it looks good though. It looks like there's opportunities there. You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. Attitude toward. Hey, that's good. It's good. It's good to have the lifetime of receipts. Well, there you go. See, they know what they're doing. Let me tell you, love and life. These people know what they're doing. They just want to know how long they can take advantage of you. That's the thing. People will always people will always find a way to fucking irritate you. Give me a second. I gotta text my sister. I just got the second one just now, Lisa. Yeah, I just got the second one just now. Yeah. Just give me a sec. All right, Sonny. Take care. I'll be probably back tonight if you're in the area. If not, I hope you enjoy your night. You too. Thanks. All right, Lisa, you said, will I find a good moving company or group of guys to help me move, especially the way I need to in small and. All right, let me check. Well, my advice to find a good person, a good um. Oh, that's crazy, love and life. That's some bullshit. Well, it's good that you let them all know. That's the third one. So if one shows up later, it's okay. Buy a dog treat. Now I doubt it's gonna come through like that, because when it comes through, it'll come through. If on your side, if it says it's not through, then it means that something an error happened on your end. But if it does come through, I'll tell you. I'm honest. I'll tell you. But so far, I know the one I just got said your question in it, and I didn't get nothing else after that. Yeah, it may say sent, but it doesn't. So I have two here, right? It says money received, just that, and then the second one has a question, which was just sent just now. There's no third. Yeah. What happens sometimes is it doesn't send on your end. It don't. I never get it. But if I do, I'll let you know. But even on your PayPal thing, it would tell you like whether or not it went through or not. You see the deduction. And if it does say that, then that means it's probably taking a while to come here. If it says pending, then it's probably like pending the payment. So it all depends. Yeah. But it's cool. All right. So you want to know if you're gonna find a good group of guys to move your stuff in small segments. My neighbor's dog is so annoying. That's all I hear in the background is that bastard barking. Fuck, that dog's annoying. I wish I could go over there and shove a fucking shoe in his mouth. No bastard. Fuck, that dog's annoying. When I hear my dog barking like that, I'll go over there and tell her shut the hell up. But that bastard, he just over there making all this noise for nothing. Most annoying ass dog ever. Good, he stopped. Shut your ass up. All right. Um, Lisa, I would say you'll find a group of guys that will do this job for you and it'll be okay. But they're gonna be kind of petty about things. Like so I feel like you might have to work with these people. Hey Marty, how you doing? Um, Lisa, I would say that you'll find a group that will do it, but they're gonna have like they're gonna be indecisive. They're gonna try and like change your mind and say, "Oh well, we could take all of this. It's fine. We should take all of this, and it's nothing's gonna break, and everything's gonna be fine. We do this for a living." So they're gonna be kind of petty about shit, like. But I feel like they'll do what you want because I got good cards here. It's just one person, like the boss. The head person is I got the emperor reverse. And that means like that's the boss or that's the oldest person in line. And they're probably gonna be like, look, woman, we do this for a living. We'll take this shit. Yes, we'll do it for you, but you know what? If you do it our way, it'll be better and blah blah blah. Plus you're a woman. So these guys are gonna think that, hey, this dumb woman just needs to listen to us and do what she wants. But then they're gonna be like, you know what? She's the customer. We got to do what she wants. So let's compromise. Let's try and do what we can and just go about our business. So there might be some like petty shit going on with these movers, but they will do what you want. So if you want it done in small ways or whatever, then they're gonna do it. But you might pay more, or you might irritate them with your idea, and you should just let them do whatever they need to do. So if that's the case, that's what I see. Whereas they're gonna be the boss, the oldest person on the group is gonna be a little, petty or immature, or they're gonna tell you, hey, look, this is not how it should be done. But if you insist, then blah blah blah. So that's what I would say. But the outcome is like them putting in the effort to get everything done the way you want it. So the overall you know, answer is yes. You will find people that would do it, but you might have like one asshole that says, "Hey, look, we've been doing this, blah blah blah. We're the movers. We should be doing it. We should do this way, that way." And you're like, "No, no, I want it done this way." So, you know, right. So if you really want things done your way, then they'll do it, but they might be a little, petty about it. They might be like, "Ah, yeah, this dumb woman, she got us to do this way, but she doesn't understand. She's a woman." So might be like that type of asshole type of guys. But they will do what you want. But they might be a bit petty. So don't worry about their pettiness. Just tell them, look, this is the way I want it. I'm paying for it and that's the way it is. My way or the highway. You don't like it? Fuck yourself. I'll call your boss. She said she'll call my boss. So they might be a little petty or whatever, but it says the outcome is great. Yeah. So you'll be fine. Nothing bad. Just like, one idiot. There's always one idiot, right? Everywhere you go, there's always one person that's going to complain, say something stupid, or, just be stupid. So, yeah, it's not surprising. But that's cool. You'll be fine. It'll be all right. I got like a good outcome there. You should be fine. As long as you stand your ground, you'll be okay. Well, love and life, I'm glad you sorted that out. And I'm glad, you got that off your chest and you got that off your energy. Now what you do is just understand that don't ever let it get to that point again. See, the reason these things happen is to show you that to stand up for yourself. You know, all that respect shit gets thrown out the window when there's none given to you. You know, God rest my dad's soul, but I tried to respect him, but there was days where he pushed my buttons and I had to disrespect him many times. Not in a very, very bad, disrespectful way where we're not gonna speak to each other ever again. But I had to put him in his place plenty of times and he didn't like it. But he knows that he was wrong. He knows that he's being stupid like and stubborn like. So there's many a times, and I'm the only one who talks to my dad the way I did because he was just too annoying and too stubborn. And he was just like, even to the day he died, he was such a nuisance and such a pain in the ass. And I would tell him, Dad, it's not like that. It's like this. Will you fucking listen to me? I wouldn't swear to him, but in my mind, I'm like, oh, you know? Like, you're so fucking annoying. Like, just let me fucking do this shit. And I'm telling you it's this way. Why are you going to be so ignorant? So there's many times I hooked with my dad and told him about himself. And then he would just stay quiet after that. He'll be like, yeah, fuck, man. And then I'll tell my mom, I say, see, mom, who was right? Oh, okay, fine, but daddy didn't know. I said, daddy fucking knows he's just being dumb. I tell you already, listen to me. I'm the one who's doing this shit, not him. He used to aggravate me so much, man. But God rest his soul. Like I don't hate my dad or anything like that. It's just that sometimes these older people need to be put in their place. Like, look, shit ain't like this no more. It's like this now. Like, fuck, man. What do you want me to tell you? Like, you want me to keep arguing with you every fucking day about something that you're wrong about? Come on, bruh. So yeah, I totally get it. Some old people need to be put in their place. Why not? Old, young, I don't give a shit. I'm putting you in your place if you're acting up. Well, there you go. As long as she listen, and you don't really have to do it in a negative way, or like shouting and shit. I don't like shouting at anybody anyway. Yeah, exactly. That's because you came in a respectful way. That person must be thinking about it now and saying, "Fuck," you know. I knew what I was doing, but now I'm being called out on it. So whatever. On to the next victim. Hold on a sec. Exactly. You got to be the ego buster. There you go. Just talking to my sister. She's starting dinner, so she likes to ask me a million questions and aggravate me instead of just taking charge and doing things herself. But story of my life. What's up, Danny? How you doing? This aunt bought you a new car and is leaving me her house. Oh shit. See, it's not life's not bad after all. Well, my auntie and aunt and uncle left me and 12 others, me and 11 other nieces and nephews money. And we finally got the last certificate to get the money. So we should be getting it soon. And that money is a good bit that's going to help us, with our lives. So it's nice of them to leave us that. I never knew until they were almost dying, but it's very nice of them to do because they didn't have kids, so they gave it to their niece and nephews. Some of them don't even care about their auntie and uncle, and they're getting money, which is sad. But oh well, I'm getting my share, so I'm happy, and I'm gonna use that money to help my mom. So my dad's no longer here, so I'm gonna make sure that uh, I use the money to help my mom. Yeah, exactly. Okay, cool, Dan. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you can accept people the way they are, but it doesn't mean you have to accept their bullshit and their ways and their energy. So it gets to a point where you boil and you say, okay, yeah, exactly. Oh, that's what happened with me and my dad when I was 19. I went into the army and I would go to the army at nighttime and I had to work all day leading up to that. And then on the weekends, I did DJing. And my dad was like, "Oh, you do too much and you should stop playing music. DJing ain't gonna put food on your table. And, you're playing with all these bad people and you're going to these clubs and, don't get caught up in drugs and alcohol. And, DJing is stupid. You're not wasting your time and your money." And I was like, "Look, man, DJing is my fucking life. Like, I'm good at it. I'm one of the best DJs in Bermuda." And he didn't want to hear it. He was like, I said, "You know what, Dad? You never encouraged me to do fucking nothing. You never like, care about what I fucking want." I said, "You know what? I'm 19 years old. Fuck you. I'm leaving. I make money. I'm got three incomes. I make money off my job, army, and DJing. I have enough money to go on my own. You know what, Dad? Goodbye. I don't need you no more." And that's what I did. I finally stood up to my dad and I said, "You know what? Fuck you, man. You never fucking like help me. Like you never help like not help me, but in like, say, hey, I know you're good at DJing, cool, like, I wish you the best, but please be careful. No, it's gotta be no, you can't do this and no, you can't do that. You come home too late." I'm 19 years old, man. Fuck off. I have got my own car and everything, my own bike. I don't owe you no money. I don't owe you shit. I ain't borrowing nothing from you. Like I'm helping you at home. What more you want? Like you can't let me live my life. So I got so mad at my dad that I left. I got my own apartment, you know? And then in the end, I'm the one helping him before he died. See, like life taught him a lesson to say, hey, stop treating your children, stop treating your son fucked up. Let him do what he wants. Let him live his life. Let him learn what he has to learn. He's good at this shit. Leave him alone. Let's let him live his life. He ain't fucking coming home arrested and drugged, and he ain't fucking doing nothing bad. Like, what the fuck is your problem? See, my dad was so obsessed with all of our lives and what we were doing and whether or not we're doing the right thing. How could you know if something's right if you have never done it? So I tried to, like, I argue with my dad so much, and now that he's gone, it's like I know that he listens to me, I know he hears me, and I know, and even in the end, before he passed away this year, this whole year was a very weird year because me and my dad we're very close. Like we're always talking, and we're older now. It's no petty shit, no serious argument, no animosity. I let that shit go, like, because at the end of the day, I proved to my dad that I was the best DJ, like I said I was, because I won all these competitions back then. I was on the radio station, people driving their cars listening to me. Okay. And I went all over the world and played music, right? Everybody knew who I was here in Bermuda and internationally, right? And still do. And then I went to the army for 3 years. You never went to the army? I did. I'm the only one in our family went to the army. So you never gave me credit for that either. And then I left school at 17 and became a mechanic and a manager of a gas station at 20 years old. Like what am I doing wrong? So I'm like, you know what? Fuck this guy. I don't care if it's my dad or not. I'm gone. I'm out of here. And I didn't speak to him for a while. But then this year, he never really thanked me for doing anything. Like I would cut the grass, paint the house, pay for shit, take him somewhere, and he would never say thank you. He was just one of those type of people that were, that doesn't feel the need to express their gratitude to me. Like because I'm his son, he's like, yeah, fuck you, you gotta do it. You're obligated to do shit for me, mofo. I ain't telling you thank you. Right? That's how my dad was, right? But he's not a bad person. He's not evil or anything like that. He's just fucking stubborn as shit. And I've talked about him on here plenty of times. And I'm just using this as an example because Love and Life, we're talking about our elders and things like that. Because sometimes our elders don't understand us because their generation is way different than ours, right? But all because your generation was fucked up doesn't make you doesn't make you doesn't allow you to treat me the way you were treated. You should always treat the next generation accordingly. Adjust to that generation. You see what I'm saying? Because everybody's different on how they were up, their upbringings and their traditions and their life, their mothers, fathers, divorces, all those things ruin people's lives and change people's mentality, right? So I always prove my dad wrong. Always prove my dad wrong. My dad would say, you can't do this. And I'll be like, yeah, fucking watch me. So my dad ended up being the biggest motivator, indirect motivator in my life. So my dad's negativity towards me made me show him and prove to him that, hey, I'm better than you'll ever fucking be. I know more than you, and I'm going to show you how intelligent I am and how multi talented I am. And you can't do nothing about it. Because I don't live in your house no more. I'm going to do what the fuck I want. But I always wanted my dad's acceptance of me. I always wanted my dad to accept me for who I am. But he never did. He never wanted to. He never said, okay, yeah, yes, you proved me wrong. Yes, you showed me that you're this. Yes, you showed me that. Yes, okay, fine, I was wrong. My dad never admitted he was wrong. He knew he was wrong deep down inside, but he'll never admit it. But then this year, he started to thank me for everything that I did for him. And that made my heart feel better. Like I'm like, finally, this guy said fucking thank you. After all these years, this guy actually said thank you to me. I'm like, holy shit, the fucking sky's falling, you know? And I was like, you know what? Hey, it's all good. Like, I don't care. I never took it to heart because I know his character. I know how he is. He's got too much pride, like, to say thank you to me. It's like, yeah, fuck you, like, because you proved me wrong your whole life, you fucker, you know? My dad always had like this, I don't know, he just had like a weird vibe when it concerned me, like, So, like, when when he couldn't ride his bike anymore, he gave it to me. He says, "I want you to have my bike." It was like his way of saying thanks for doing shit for me. So I have his bike, right? He said, "I want you to take it because I can't ride it anymore. I can't handle it. My body's just not equipped for the bike anymore." I said, "Yeah, all right, sure, I'll take it." Then he'll be like, "Hey, on Saturday, I need you to pick me up from the mechanic shop because I'm taking the car to get serviced. Oh, Wednesday at 10 o'clock, I have an appointment for my haircut. I need you to take me into the city because I can't park and I don't like driving there. Can you do it?" Yeah, sure. I never said no. I will find time for my dad. Oh, look, I have a doctor's appointment on Wednesday to take a blood test and I can't drive because I'm going to do this MRI shit or whatever. And I need you to drive me there and back. Is that okay? I'm like, yeah, fine, I'll do it. I never said no. I always did everything for my dad and my mom, right? Even though my dad treated me very differently, he didn't treat me like shit. He just treated me like I didn't know fucking nothing, or I can't amount to nothing, or I'm never gonna succeed in what I want to succeed in because it's not what he wants. And then when I went on my own and started my maintenance business, my dad was the same way. Oh, you're making a big mistake. Rah, rah, rah. And then when he started hearing about my success, he never said, "Oh, I'm so sorry that I doubted you, and I'm sorry that I said that you weren't going to do it. My bad. I was just worried about you." He would never say that shit to me. Never. But because I succeeded and because he heard people talking about me, he was like, fuck, he probably felt like an ass. But then who ends up being my number one client on call 24/7? My dad. Because he weren't going to pay somebody else all this outrageous money to come down there making $100 an hour talking about, "I'm going to fix this and fix that." You know who fixed everything? You know who made his house all perfect the way it is now? Me. I'm the one who bust my ass there for free and did everything for my parents, and I still do it. And I show my dad, I don't need your money. I don't need nothing from you. I would do everything for this house for fucking free, no matter what. And I'm still doing it. And I told him, I don't need your money. I don't need fucking nothing from you. I'll do everything, no problem. You want that shit done? I'll go pay for it. I'll go do everything. It's not a problem. I showed him in the end that you should have never doubted me. But guess what? Your negativity and your doubt in me made me who I am today. So I thank my dad every day now for putting me in his doubtful mindset. And I prove to you that, because you only want to prove things to your dad, right? You want to prove shit. Like, you want to prove, like, hey, I know shit. Like, don't fuck with me. Like, I know what I'm doing. And then when my dad opened up the newspaper one day, he went like this and he saw his son at the top, Bermuda's best DJs. And guess who was at the top of the page? Your son. Your son that you said that ain't gonna make it in the DJ world and it's a waste of fucking time. You saw your son with a fucking headphones on and DJing, a picture being taken of me, and I'm at the top of the fucking newspaper. Bermuda's best DJs. I have the newspaper in the back there in this folder. Saved it. And then he told my mom, "Oh yeah, look, Mark's in the newspaper as one of the best DJs in Bermuda over this summer." But guess who told me I weren't gonna do it? And guess who told me that it was a waste of fucking time? Yeah, uh-huh. And then when I bought my van and it says Mark's Maintenance on it and it has a company name and it's a real company with a real van, when you saw that shit, you were like, fuck, he did it again. Damn it. I can't prove this motherfucker wrong. I mean, my dad's not fucked up, like, and I love him to death. And I'm so glad he's in spirit with me and he knows what I'm doing. Even this here, he would have never accepted the fact that I'm a psychic and I talk to dead people. He would have thought I'm fucking nuts. But guess who came to me in spirit a few times already? See? So I don't hate my dad or grudge him. I just wish that he was more supportive. That's it. I don't even care if he said thank you ever. I just wanted him to be supportive. I wanted to come to my dad and say, "Hey dad, look, I'm gonna do this." He should have said, "Oh, well, if you feel like you can do it, then go for it. Like, I'm proud of you or something like that." Nothing. And I'm like, you know what, man? I'm gonna keep showing you who the champion is. It's that simple. And that's what I did. I kept showing him over and over who is the guy. And it made me feel good because I was proving my dad wrong. But all the while, it was actually making me a better man. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's all cool. Like, I don't mind. Like, mm. Hold on a second. I'm just texting my sister. But yeah, like I said, I can talk about these things now, even though my dad's gone, because my dad's hearing me right now, and he knows. Like, but I don't ever want my dad to feel, even in real life and even now in spirit. I never want my dad to ever think that I hated him or I disliked him or at one point I did because he kept doing it and it kept irritating me more and more and more where it got to the point where I weren't even speaking to him for a while because I'm like, I don't need this guy in my life aggravating me, telling me I can't do shit. Like, I'm fucking 19 years old. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want, damn it. You know? And I showed him how independent I was, and I still am showing him till today that I have so much talent and I'm gonna use it whether you like it or not. And that's the main thing. Like, and a lot of people say the same thing to me. They say, Mark, that's the generation. Your dad's 82. That's the generation. My dad, my mom's the same way. They don't say I love you. They don't encourage you. They're scared. They're worried for your life and they're never encouraging. They just, be like, yeah, yeah, whatever, fuck that. And then they'll do it to somebody, an outsider, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, so like at the end of the day, I never wanted my dad or anybody to think that I hated him because I had to keep proving him wrong. But see, by proving him wrong, it made me feel like, hey, take that and shut up and just leave me alone. Like, stop trying to like, make my life different. Like, hey, Blue Nile, I'm good. How are you? So that's one of the reasons why, like, I say now what I say because I don't I never needed him to succeed. But what I needed from him was support that I never got. So it always wanted to make me prove to him that, hey, I don't care if you don't, you know, I don't care what you do. I'm still gonna show you because I know what you're thinking. I know what you're saying, and I'm still gonna show you that I'm the guy. I'm gonna fucking show you that I'm him. I'm gonna show you that I am somebody that you ain't never gonna be. You can't do what I do, and I'm gonna keep proving to you that I'm on another level. And I don't want you to be jealous. I don't want you to hate me, and I don't want you to look at me in a different way. All I want is your earn your respect, and you need to like understand that, hey, you know, like stop fucking irritating me and just let me live my life. Like I'm a grown man now. So he ended up doing that. He ended up understanding at the end of the day that what he was doing was wrong. But he would never admit it though. But I'm sure like now, even in spirit now, he's like, yeah, whatever. He's probably saying whatever to me right now. He's probably listening to me like, yeah, yeah. Go on, Mark, do your thing. Yeah, I was wondering what was going on. You sent me like $1.26, and I was like, what the fuck's that for? And then you sent the five. So yeah, it's all cool. You didn't have to like you didn't have to give me a tip, but it's okay. I'll take it as a tip. Thanks. I appreciate it for putting out with you all these years. I'm just teasing. It's an early Christmas present. Thanks. I appreciate it. It's all good, Blue Nine. You can ask your question when you're ready. Your phone keeps on bugging out. Yeah, that's cool. Take your time. It's all good. No rush. Doo-dee-doo-da. Cool. All right. One, two, three. All right. You said, what do you make of K? I'm keep things casual. Like, I just want to know so I know how to move forward in the future so I don't end up over investing. All right. So you want to know, like, if this person you can trust them or something, or you can stay, dealing with them. When you mean together, what? Like, BF and GF? That's what you're talking about? Or you're talking about work stuff? You're confusing me, woman. You're saying investing. I'm like, investing what? Money? So I feel like it's a bit, so I mean, like we're in a casual relationship. All right, cool. I got you. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine. That's why I'm asking, because the way you wrote it there is like you're talking about like some type of investment of work or something. So now I know what you're talking about. Now I can ask the right question. Well, I would say long term, I don't see anything happening. So in the long term, 6 months from now, I don't see it you guys together, and I don't see nothing happening here. And in the net, and from now to the end of the year, I see that there's only a small offer here from him to you and you to him. I see you like being okay, but I see this person like not making you happy enough to keep them around. If you're already having doubts, then that's probably gonna stick. Because I get him here at the very end, a page of cups, and this person is like, they're cool and all, but I don't think that a relationship is gonna develop from now to the end of the year or in the next 3 to 6 months. I don't see like I know you said you have a casual relationship, but if you want more than that, then it's not gonna happen. I don't see you like being with this person, in the long term. And you show up here as the King of Pentacles, like you always do. You're a generous, decent, noble person, and you have dignity, and you want security. You know what you want, but it's not what this person can give you. They can only offer you the smallest amount. Because as the Page of Cups, it's a person who is young, you know, they're loyal and all that and trustworthy, and they're very helpful, and they have a specific goal, but they still need, like, they're still probably studying, they're still like, reflecting on their life, and they don't want to get tied down, and they don't want to like have nothing serious, so they're not going to have anything serious. Well, there you go. I just read what you said. He's not from the states, so it's not gonna be like a long term thing. So I would say don't invest in any time, you know sexually or in a serious relationship, because I don't think that's what this person wants either. Casual relationships fine, yeah. Yeah, that's probably why I got what I got, because it doesn't seem, I mean, it seems like he's a good person, but he, as far as like the future and what it holds with you, no, I don't see you guys like being more than just casual. So, you can be friends and all that, but nothing else is gonna happen. Well, there you go. Yeah, that's why he can only give you the bare minimum, because he ain't gonna want you to be comfortable. You'll never be comfortable because you've been uncomfortable all this time, and he doesn't know what that's like. So yeah, I see the differences there. So once again, your intuition is good on how you're pretty much getting confirmation of how you feel already, which is great. That's good though. That's good for you as a person to think that already. So I would say he's not gonna be, you know, he's not gonna be more than what he is now. And I think you already know that, so you keep that in your mind, which is good. Nothing wrong with having a casual relationship. That's fine. But obviously, it's not gonna last. So it's all good. Like I always tell you, keep doing what you got to do. Just keep doing your life, making everything best for you, and everything else will fall into place. Yeah. Yeah, you are navigating it the right way for sure. Yeah. Because you show up upright in the cards. You know what you want already. And if you're not going to get what you want, then you're not going to fall for it. So that's a good thing. No, he's not. I don't get he's a bad person. But you guys probably aren't going to be meant for each other like that. But you can be friends and be cool with each other. Why not? You know? Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If you were hesitant before, then obviously that's for a reason and that's why you're asking. But like I said, you guys can still be friends because of him being a good person, you know? So you can still have him as a good friend. But more than that is not gonna happen in the next 6 months. So maybe it'll happen after that, you never know. But I'm only gonna look in the next 3 to 6 months to see if something would happen, but it says no. So maybe there'll be a realization that hey, we're just friends and we're gonna stay that way and let's just see how things go. And you know what? That's a good thing because you're not in my opinion, this is just my opinion. And I'm not trying to like what did my friend Merlin say? Um insert myself into the readings, right? But I'm just using myself as an example. Nowadays, you should never be together right away. You should always learn how to accept each other, find out who each other really is, develop a trust factor within each other, develop honesty, see who, if they're, if you get those red flags, then you got to run. If you're not getting any and everything's going the way it's supposed to, keep developing the, friendship, relationship, love, honesty, trust. Those things come with years, they don't come with months. So you never know. It might not be nothing serious in the next 3 to 6 months, but maybe this year, next time, you might be like, hey, Mark, remember this guy, he actually matured and we're actually together now where, things are great. A year from now, things could be different, but it don't make sense looking because there's no development, you know? There has to be some type of development over a period of time to see those type of things. Because I could tell you next year you're gonna be in a love relationship with this guy, and then something happens where you're like, nah, I'm good. So you break off the whatever I said, right? See, because that's what you know already, and that's normal for that person to do that because that's where they're from. So they're gonna do that. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Nothing wrong with having a friend and be cool with him. You never know. It might turn into something, but in the meantime, you're doing the right thing. So only invest what's invested to you. That's my opinion. You're welcome. No problem. So yeah, just know that your intuition is right and what you're thinking is right and what you're doing is right. So that's the main thing for sure. Yeah, no problem. It's all good. I'm glad that you are seeing, you know, your intuition working. So that's good. Love and life. Sure, I'll pull your card. That's good. At least when you confirm, you know what you're seeing is right. You're not being blindsided, and there's nothing wrong with checking. You're just checking for your own sake and your own heart and your own life, which is perfectly fine. But it doesn't mean that you have to like completely get rid of the person now. It just means that it might develop. Shit, these cards are so slick. Yeah, exactly, and nothing wrong with that because you've been through enough. You don't need to go through it again. You know. It's called protecting yourself, protecting your heart, protecting yourself, and doing the right thing and not getting caught up in someone else's bullshit. All right, love and life. This is your card. Release. Endings that lead to new beginnings. The need to release situations or people that hold you back. Spiritual transformation. See that? You can't make this shit up. I told you I'm psychic on fucking Thursdays. See? You didn't believe me. See now? That goes perfect with your situation, love and life. See? Okay, cool. You too, Blue Nile. Good seeing you. Yes, take care. Get your beauty rest and get into those books and study. Bing, bang, boom. See that? Good to go. There you go, love and life. That's just confirmation from spirit that you got it all done. See? You gotta released it all. Now you got new beginnings now. Now you get to deal with yourself and do things that now that you've released all this person and showed them what life is about and for you. And then boom. Good to go. All right, I need to get out of here too. I need to go get my dinner. It's already 7:36 here. So I'm gonna go get my dinner. My sister's been texting me and stuff, so dinner's probably almost ready. By the time her ass got made me some dinner. All right, so I'm gonna get out of here and I'll be back later on. I'll probably be back in like 2 hours from now. It's 7:35. I'll be here like 9:30, something like that. 10 o'clock. All right. It was good talking to you, love and life. I'm glad you're feeling better now, and I'm glad it all worked out. All is gonna be good. See that? And you got spiritual confirmation. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Take care.